All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the D1 North American Finals, Veritas versus Blue. My name is Torx, co-founder of the DGL, along with longtime Insurgency player, Insurgency professor, Quode. Quode, how are you doing tonight?
Going well, brother Torx. Going well. Ready for this matchup. The top two teams in NA finally duking it out here in a final best of three format. I'm excited. What maps are we doing?
Yeah, so first we're going to start out with Farmhouse East, followed by Summit East, and if we need it, it's going to be a tiebreaker on Farmhouse West. So we have both Farmhouses and Summit East. Farmhouse East, weird pick. I don't think we've seen that at all on stream for any of these final matches in the postseason. So definitely a weird map, a more open map. I'm definitely curious to see what meta comes out, what cross picks we see coming out, all that stuff. So, what are your thoughts on Farmhouse East?
So Farmhouse East is one of, like you said, it's one of the most underplayed maps in the game. Looks like we're not live right now, but basically, this is one of the most underplayed maps in the pool. However, I actually enjoy it the most. I think, even though it's fairly open, the way that the objectives are lined up, it really kind of limits your ability to like approach one objective from the next, right? Because if you approach from just a dead-on straight angle from like B to C or B to A, it's a really easy pick. There's a bajillion different angles you can get shot from. There's very particular routes you have to run to try to limit your exposure, because you can never be completely hidden. You can just kind of limit your exposure. So kind of curious that Blue opted for this map to start off with. I mean, maybe their loose playstyle will kind of throw some wrenches at Veritas, but we'll just have to see. I don't imagine Veritas being unprepared on this map.
No, I think Veritas pretty much does all the maps, but something I do want to touch on, you did mention, you kind of touched on how hard it is to rotate on this map, because, I mean, you go from B to A or B to C, you're dead if you're not careful. So definitely curious to see what kind of late round utility we see. I think we're going to see a lot of smokes and a lot of crossface. So
yeah, would not surprise me at all to see on the security side. I expect to see Veritas playing pretty basic, pretty anchor heavy, rotate based off of the calls and where intel. Basically, very reactionary play style. From Blue, since they're starting well, we don't know what side they're starting, but if they get to the insurgent side, I'm expecting a very aggressive AB kind of presence, maybe even like an AC presence, if they're worried about losing out over on the Bravo side. But I don't imagine them just giving up Bravo for free. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I know my team. We haven't practiced map a whole lot, but I mean, pushing the objective under cover of smokes is something I think we're going to see a lot in terms of aggressive plays from Blue. So we'll see. I mean, Veritas probably knows every little angle on this map, and there are a lot. I mean, you can even, let me get the camera here. I'm pretty sure you can pick from this red building players, so we'll see what kind of crazy we see any scopes come out. I bet we're gonna see a sniper, probably one per team, I'd say.
I'm about to say, realistically, with the skilled players that are on both sides, there should be one sniper coming out. It doesn't mean necessarily they'll be using bolties, but it wouldn't surprise me if I saw bolties either. So
yeah, definitely. So we have, let's see here, 5 Veritas, 4 Blue. Hopefully we'll be getting
waiting on Blackhawk.
Blackhawk's a good player. Almost said character.
You almost said Carrie, didn't you?
Too much Game of Thrones, man.
Savage, Torx, savage.
I'm obsessed with characters right now. No, Blackhawk definitely not coming from the source scene, just kind of exploding onto the Sandstorm scene. I've definitely seen him drop ridiculous amount of kills before, so he'll get the Veritas players to run for their money. But again, Veritas is Reason and Link, Pizza, Jolly, and Fadowd, all seasoned players who've been pretty much grinding it out. So,
and particularly that four-man core of Reason, Link, Jolly, and Fadowd. They've been playing since the first beta together, since the alpha, matter of fact.
Yeah, and I'd like to claim Reason and Jolly. I brought them up from Noobhood. So
I brought them up from wee little lads, and now look at them. So does that make you their father, Torx?
Yes. Reason actually calls me his dad. Jolly, I think, is in denial. That's okay. You know, parents can't choose how disrespectful their kids act.
No, you can only give them up for adoption, which is exactly what you did. Hey!
I did. Hey, we're taking a break this season. Then all of a sudden, they're on Veritas.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm actually gonna check with Link to see, not Link, Kalu to see it's on the way. Have confirmed the 5th is on the way. Actually, chat, again, I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Shout out Ubba, Berg, Prevent, Aaron, Noxic. Thank you guys for turning in. Aaron, I see you. Anyways, chat, what do you guys think about predictions on this map? I'm going to probably give the first map to Veritas only because it's a weird, underplayed map. And that just seems like Veritas might edge out in that situation. However, I think Blue did pick the map, so
Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if Blue have some sort of game plan for this. It's just, I don't know how many game plans they have, because you're going to need more than one game plan to consistently keep Veritas on the back foot. And if, hopefully, Kalal and company, some nutty shots land. It'll be great.
definitely. So, what side would you give this map to, Quode?
Insurgent side. Gotcha. Insurgent side, if you're trying to play all of the objectives at least a glance. I think security loses a lot of line of sight on Charlie at the beginning. Like, you're pretty much, if you choose Charlie, you're cut off from Bravo. If you choose Alpha Bravo, you're cut off from Charlie. Insurgents really have a lot more visibility at the beginning, of course, minusing the usage of smokes. So I would give the edge to Insurgents, but we'll see. I've been proven wrong in the past.
Yeah, so I think I'd agree. I think the B entry is a lot easier on Insurgents. However, Veritas is going to have all sorts of nades and stuff, and Blue will too. These are high-level teams. D1 are going to have all sorts of nades and utility to try to deny that easy B entry. So actually, Quote, I'm going to let you take it away. It looks like we're starting with pistol round.
And I'm going to go ahead and spectate our Lord and Founder, Mr. Link. Pistol round, not the most exciting of things to watch if you're a Sandstorm veteran. However, we are going to see a nice forward presence from the Veritas squad. Link's going to prone out here on the cliff, take some shots off. Nothing landed yet. There is a heavy presence in the river, though. Blue stacking up really heavy in the riverside. Looks like there's one player moving up. Can't see who that is. Let's see here. Switch forward. And just like that, Reason's going to get the first pick on the Blackhawk. That's top frag down for Blue, but Sloth lurking up. Crystal Buffalo's going to trade out Jolly Bear over there on that side. But Pizza takes out Sloth and Reason takes off Demonic. So now Kalal is going to have to get onto B. It is a 2v3. Make that a 1v3 in favor of Veritas. It is all up to Crystal Buffalo, all by his lonesome here in the bush. My man, your color is blue, not brown. Do not try blending in with that. His only play right now is to make a move towards A, but he knows that it's being watched by Fadoud. Fadoud knows he's in that area, knows he hasn't left. Here's the footsteps, an easy pick for Fadoud. Veritas take round one.
Yeah, I mean, quick round, Veritas holding, semi-quick round, Veritas holding all the angles, and just kind of picking. It looks like we have a map change. We're going to get ready for regulation. Did we see what side they chose or not yet?
I could not hear. I had the audio really low. I think that they called for a switch, which, again, would not surprise me. Nope, they decided to stay. So Veritas are going to start security side.
Interesting. Yeah, something security that I do like about security side, what they can do, that A flank can actually be pretty nasty. I think actually maybe security is one of their better routes onto B. Push A, jump over this bridge here, hit from the river. There's also a lot of cool stuff they can do on the hills as well as some of these buildings back here. So I'm curious to see what kind of angles we see. I don't see any scopes. So from either team. Actually, I take that back. Demonics will have a scope.
Not a bad person to give the sniper to. Over on Veritas, we have only 2 EBRs coming out. Reason, of course, is getting that Mark 18. Jolly and Pisa are going to use the G3s. And of crossover on blue, 4 fouls, and the sniper, as you mentioned, with pretty standard insurgent loadout there. Foul, god tier. Let's see where Demonix chooses the snipe. Looks like he's looking for that pick over towards Rubble. Don't think he's going to get rewarded for it.
He threw a smoke over where he's looking, I think.
And Fidel's going to find the first pick onto Sloth. Sloth again getting taken down. Kalo, I think he saw the player move on to Bravo. Reason's really up close on the riverbank and actually called out the location of Kalo. Kalo's actually getting taken out. I think that, yeah, Reason knows that Crystal Buffalo's there as well. He's going to get help from Pisa. And now that leaves just Blackhawk and Demonix left alone in a 2v5. And Blackhawk's on the wrong side of the map. Make that a 1v5. Again, Blackhawk on the wrong side of the map. He's going to move forward right into the loving arms of Pisa, but it's actually Reason that caught him all the way from the river. And that's a quick round 1 for Veritas.
Yeah, I mean, in true Veritas fashion, instant refrags. So annoying to play them sometimes. Like, oh, I got a kill, and then instantly another teammate is there to cover. So good trades there. Actually, I take that. I guess I thought Blackhawk got a kill. I take that back.
Nope, it is all good. Yep, no kill for blue on round number 1. Looking really good for Veritas based off of that.
Yeah, something chat noted. Blue looks to be missing Escudo, one of their best fraggers.
The Escudo Blackhawk duo.
Yeah, let's see if that affects them here in round 2.
Well, it looks like Crystal Buffalo is already changing his position. Previous round, he was over on the Bravo side of the map. Now it looks like he's making some sort of presence towards Alpha. Blackhawk also changed his position. He's actually to get aggressive here in the riverbank. He's going to move up right into Reason, and they actually trade out. So that's a 4v4 now in favor of nobody, really. And as I say that, Veritas respond with 2 kills of their own, making it 4v3. And can Demonix defend his teammate? He cannot. Crystal goes down. Sloth goes down. Kalal is down. It's all down to Demonix now. And he's off Bravo. Veritas have Bravo almost at 45% capped. Demonix has nothing but a 7-4U to his name. No grenades left in his inventory. Nothing left to do. He heard the footsteps to his right. He sees the gun barrel and shoots too early. Fidel makes him pay for that bad pre-fire right there. And Veritas are up 2-0 now.
Yeah, Demonix jumping the gun just a little bit too early there. I understand what he's trying to do, though. I mean, it's 1v3. No, sorry, 1v4 at that point. He's down once you get the kill quick, but a bit too early there for Dowd with a nice little lean out to finish that kill.
Yep. Gotta control your load, ladies and gentlemen. If you are playing in any sort of clutch scenario, you gotta save just enough for all the remaining.
Words to live by. Control your load. There you go.
Anyways, moving here in round number 3. I do see a lot of smokes, like every single round coming out from blue. I'd really like to see them concentrate a little bit more. It looks like they're going for a blanket strat. They're just trying to blanket out the map so it's harder to get crossed. But I'd really like to see them kind of layer it. That way there's more depth and a little easier for them to push through. I feel like right now they're choosing to block off their own lines of sight rather than limiting Veritas' line of sight. As I say that, Fidel is responding with pre-nades, throwing it back across the A hill here. Reason is down on health, but he's almost made it to the... But does he know that Blackhawk is right next to him? Surely he does. Surely he heard that, and Blackhawk gets the first kill of the round. Blackhawk in a really great position on Bravo. 4v5, this time in favor of blue. Link is kind of lurking in the river over on A side, but he's not able to get on just yet. He did make a good call out, and oh, he just saw an enemy enter the objective. Oh! And as I say that, blue respond with 2 kills of their own. Now it's just Link and Pisa left alone in a 2v4. This round is winnable for blue. You have Pisa over on the C side of the map. Link is now stalemating Bravo. Should be called out by Blackhawk. Yep, Blackhawk's going to call that out. Oh, and Pisa snipes Blackhawk with the G3. Beautiful pick coming from him. But Crystal Buffalo snuck on Alpha. So this kind of puts Veritas in a bad situation. I say that. Pisa, again, getting the kill, and now he has Charlie to himself. Link has successfully managed to stalemate Bravo, but Crystal Buffalo is going to have Alpha capped really quickly, and Link and Pisa are going to have 5 players storming at them here very shortly. Looking forward here. Let's see what kind of angle Pisa's holding. Looks like he's going for... He's expecting the B player to actually leave, and he's actually going to get reinforced from Link. Link actually leaves Bravo trying to get that repeat, but with less than 50 seconds... They're going to get Charlie, but I don't know if Veritas have time to get to another objective. Can Pisa get another kill? Pisa got the cap, but less than 40 seconds, and looks like Blue are setting up for AB. They're not even going for C. This is going to be huge for them if they can get the spawn kill. Jolly's going to be the first man out of spawn. He's using the cover of the fence and is going to pop a nice little nade. But Link is also kind of giving out his location as Pisa goes down. So Link is going to touch Bravo. That's going to alert Blue to his presence. And Blackhawk's already on Charlie. So now Crystal Buffalo just lets somebody run by. Oh, that could be a huge mistake. Link knows that he has to move and he gets picked trying to leave Bravo. Now Blue just have to play CB. They know that there's Veritas on Alpha, and just like that, they mop it up. Blue get the first round on the board with some really nice late round play there, just holding the objectives and letting their spawn advantage take it out.
Yeah, Veritas forced to play the late game there. Unfortunately, it didn't seem like they got enough spawn kills for that play to be effective. Blue really held on there, held off Veritas' retake onto A, which was nice.
Yeah, and it was a smart call on their part not to aggress Charlie. They knew that there was an enemy on Charlie. Charlie is infamously difficult to retake in a scenario like that. You would think being close to their spawn to be very easy, but there's a lot of side angles you have to approach and clear before you can actually get onto. Now going in here, round number 4. Top frags are actually Fadal and Pisa with 5 and 4 apiece. Only one objective on the board for Veritas, though, and I think it was in that second round. Let's see if Link is able to get a crosspick here on Sandbags. You hear a little bit of pre-fire coming from Fadal.
Kayla almost got his head chopped off.
And that he did. And lots of smokes on the C side leading into Bravo. But as I say that, Fadal's going to lob a grenade, as does Reason. Reason gets a nade kill, but it gets traded out by Blackhawk. So 4v4. Blue are on Bravo. Blackhawk is sitting in the little troll tunnel here. He now knows that it's stalemate. He heard the drop, knows there's an enemy there. Should be calling it out for Sloth. Meanwhile, though, Crystal Buffalo is actually going to get the pick on the Jolly over on the A side. This actually puts a lot of pressure on Veritas. Fadal, who was focusing on Bravo, now has to worry about the A flank, which opens up for Demonics to kind of get that kill over on Charlie. So although Fadal does get the kill on Crystal as Link kills Blackhawk, it's still a 2v2, and Bravo is mainly capped for Blue. And actually, Sloth just spotted out that Fadal. And he is going to whip his shots. Sloth should not have missed those shots. He does end up getting the kill, but might be too little too late. Link is in a 1v2, and he knows that he has to get this pick. He misses the shot. Oh, and gets traded out. Scrappy round coming up from Blue. They get their second round on the board.
Yeah, 2-2. Blue's hanging on there. To be fair to Sloth, I think he tried to turn prone and he ran into
He got gun
that
blocked.
tree. Yeah, that always sucks when the kill is just right there on a silver platter for you, and then
yeah, it feels bad, man. It feels bad, but I'm kind of curious to see. Usually, I see a lot more frags coming out from Jolly on this map. I'm gonna kind of do a ride along with Jolly and see what he's doing at the beginning of these rounds.
I'll do the same.
Let's see here, no loadout change. Actually, Kayla has opted for the AK rather than the FAL, so interesting decision. Also, Demonics has dropped the bolt action. Let's see how this goes. No change in loadout from Veritas as of yet. Jolly playing over here on the A side. Looks like he's prepping up for a nice little nade. He's going to lob that thing over A. And he's actually going to just drop in. Okay. Does he play side? He does. Pisa actually gets a nade kill on the Sloth. That is huge coming out from Veritas. They are on Bravo as well. Both Reason and Pisa getting kills. And oh man, Veritas are just mopping the floor. 4v2 now in favor of Veritas. It's all up to Demonics and Crystal Buffalo. Crystal Buffalo out of position. Demonics stuck in an anchor position trying to guard Charlie. But he's got to be aggressive, and he gets picked by Pisa, who's lurking on that C side of the map. Crystal Buffalo, his only play really is to go for A, but it looks like he's going to get that one kill on Link, immediately have his location called out, and if he can even block Bravo, which I don't think he can, at the moment he touches it, they're going to know he's there. Yep, that's going to bait the response. The wallbang is going to come in. Fadal just sitting there waiting patient, kind as you can be. Here's him kind of moving around the bridge, and now he's dead.
Yeah, something Veritas does real well. If they know where someone is and they have numbers, they just set up perfectly around them and just... I mean, if anyone scrimmed Veritas, they know what it feels like to try to hold an objective with 3+ Veritas players. I mean, it's wall bangs coming from all angles. It's super stressful. It's a hard situation.
I gotta say, I like the fact that Blue aren't running the same routes though. Like the timing of the routes has been different every single round. Huge fan of the way they're playing right now. It's just Veritas are being so stable. They're really not having to change that much. Blue need to make Veritas a little more uncomfortable in the positions that they're.
Right. Something Veritas does, I think, and I would almost call it a minimalist approach, is they know the bare minimum of what they have to do to win, and they don't stretch themselves too thin. And I think it works well for them. So it's a little bit different school of thought than we see from Blue. So we'll see if Blue can kind of throw them off their game.
Reason this time actually running around the Alpha bridge to get onto Bravo, lobbing his predate down the river. No nade kills yet, but that nade should find a home. It does indeed. Blackhawk is down. I repeat, Blackhawk is down. Link kills Kaylau as well. Reason gets traded out by Sloth actually, but it doesn't matter because Link is there ready for. So 4v2. Demonics and Crystal Buffalo, again, your last 2 men standing. Demonics is desperately trying to find Pizza over here. Pizza hears him coming a mile away, though. Doesn't have to really move, can just kind of wait for Demonics to push. Demonics needs to be a little more careful about his sound cues if he's going to try to play this aggressive flank. And 3, 2, 1. Pizza's going to take him out. That leaves Crystal Buffalo by himself. He's looking over towards A. He's looking over towards B. He's spotted out and called out. Our poor man. He's getting hunted by the Indians. He's trying to fight back with his horns, but they're too short. His stubby little horns go down, and Jolly, the bear, takes down the Buffalo. Veritas are up 4-2 now.
Yeah, it seems, I think, Jolly is the reason Crystal Buffalo's kind of getting pulled and trapped over there. If we watch Jolly throws that nade, and he kind of just pushes far right, and it seems Crystal Buffalo has to kind of deal with him. So.
Agreed. A lot of good lane, just a lot of lane games happening right now. Like we said, Blue have a very loose style of play. Like they're changing their lanes up every single round, it feels. But Veritas just have the established control in the lanes they want, and so they're able to just kind of force Blue to funnel into the lanes they don't care about, which makes it easier pickings for Veritas. Again, Pisa still top fragging with 8 kills. Wouldn't be surprised to see him get to 10 this round if he plays his cards right. He's been consistently getting kills on that Charlie. Reason, again, running through this A side to get onto B with support from both Jolly and Fadao. He's going to just hop over and lob that lovely little pre-nade. Not going to find a home this time because Blue are all stacked up on the A side. There are 4 Blue members here on A Ridge / A corridor. Crystal Buffalo is going to be the first man to come into contact with anybody. Jolly's going to hear him coming a mile away. Knows there's one close to his right. Pisa's going to get the kill on Blackhawk, and Reason's going to be on B with no contest. 50% capped already for Veritas. Although Jolly lets 2 Blue players slip by on A because of the smoke they threw, he should be able to see the gun barrel of, who is that, Crystal Buffalo? No, that's, who's that on the desk? I think that's Sloth. Sloth is on the desk, so Jolly does kill him, but Crystal trades out. So, and meanwhile, Kalo actually managed to get onto B and is stalemating it, but Link comes around the corner and...
Kalo doesn't know he's below.
Does not even know. Kayla does not even know. He thinks he's up top. Somehow Blue ended up being on top of this engagement. They cap A before Veritas cap B, so now Link and Pisa have to play for Charlie. Not a bad call whatsoever. Sloth and Blackhawk coming out of spawn. Pisa has a really good angle. He's actually kind of covering Bravo from Charlie. I'm surprised no Blue players looked for him. Demonics kills Link with a pistol meanwhile, and oh, Pisa almost whiffed that shot on Demonics, but he is called out now. There should be a nade coming in from one of the players from spawn. Instead, it's just going to be a stalemate on Sloth's end. This is actually a smart play from Blue. They don't have to be aggressive on Pisa. They are capping Bravo. They know they have a good count right now, so they just have to play A, B, and they win. Time is actually not in Pisa's favor. Being in a 1v4, the longer he lets Blue get that cap on Bravo, the worse his situation is. He's got a kind of slow creep right now. Does he expect the guy to be close to over? He does not. Sloth, with the prone, is able to get the tight angle and kill Pisa. And 1 round difference still. 4-3. Still in favor of Veritas, but Blue are being scrappy.
Yeah, no, definitely this game is definitely staying close. What I will say, and it won't show in the stat line, I'm going to give the MVP for that round to Kaylau. Basically, his team pushed A, and he basically was just annoying on B. That's what he did. I mean, he kept Veritas off it. Him and Fadao had a nice little gunfight earlier, and he was able to stalemate, which basically kind of threw a wrench into Veritas's plans for a mid to late round. So shout out to Kaylau for holding the fort.
Not only that, shout out to Mr. Sloth over here, who is now packing a whopping 3 smoke with that FAL. I want to see where he throws these bad boys, because that is a lot of smoke. Looks like something from a Colorado cafe, if I'm being honest. Let's see. Oh, okay, here comes a layered approach. Looks like he's going to smoke kind of close, make it hard for Veritas get the cross pick. He's going to move forward and throw his second smoke. Does he aim it for the hills or does he aim it for the bridge? Looks like he's aiming it kind of towards the hills area. Blackhawk does kill Reason off the bat as well, but gets traded out by Pisa. So Pisa's actually playing really aggressive on the bridge now. He's not playing in rub like he has been. Blackhawk is aware of his presence, though. He heard the prone, and Link is just sitting on Bravo. Does he pre-fire the arch? He does indeed. Gets rewarded for his troubles. He sees the feed and is trying to get the kill, but ends up... Oh, and Sloth gets another kill. How does Sloth get away with 2? Sloth gets 2. How does that happen? Fadowd is all by himself now. In a 1v2, he gets 1 kill, but he's got to still dance around. Oh, and he whipped it. He's out of ammo. He's got to drop down. He's getting pre-fired from every angle. He's got to make some sort of move. We got to see the magic stick come up from Fadowd right here. He's burning a lot of ammo with these pre-fires. Checking the van, checking everything. He saw the head. Does he anticipate 2, though? He does not. He does not expect 2. Blackhawk gets the kill, and Blue tie it up 4-4.
Nice try by Fadowd there. I mean, the odds were definitely against him. Link going for those toes a little bit too much. Wasn't able to kill him with the toes, and I don't think could react quick enough when
I think he got stuck.
The van. Yeah.
Yeah, the proning in that position, it really kind of traps you. You're really committed to that frontal engagement. You have to trust your teammate to get the kill. And unfortunately for him, Sloth actually was anticipating it, and I think it was Jolly that he killed, actually. I think, yeah, because Jolly rotated from A. So great awareness from Sloth to just wait to engage Link, who was prone and stuck kind of behind that van. We're really loving this scrappy play coming out from Blue.
Yeah, notice every Veritas, Reason, and Fadowd, and Link all carrying gas masks. I think might see a little bit of aggression here running through some smokes.
Would not be surprised in the slightest. Reason already has his on. He's going to lob that grenade again, trying to get on to be from the A bridge area. That's a great throw in. Pisa, again, getting a good kill. He actually kills Sloth right off the get. So now Reason's going to get on Bravo for free. Gets a little trapped up on the stairs there, but no big deal. He should be aware of the footsteps to his right. He now knows that Bravo is contested. And now he knows that there are 2 on there. He hears the player that was on the bridge rotating back. That should be an easy call out for Link. Link should know that the guy is here prone in the tunnel. He does indeed. Blackhawk not quick enough to spin around. Oh, but Demonics and Kalao trade in return. So now it's a 3v3. Positional advantage kind of even though as I say that, Pisa takes out Demonics. And just like that, we have Crystal Buffalo, who's locked in an engagement with Jolly Bear here in the A corridor, and Jolly's going to win that. And now Kalao all by himself in a 1v3. Stuck on Bravo with Fadowd. Not the player you want to be stuck on an objective with. And he's going to try to loop around and bait out some sort of response. And indeed he does. Fadowd just takes him out, though.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of a crazy round there.
That was a hectic round. Honestly, like, there were so many different lanes that engaged simultaneously, and honestly, Pisa's kill started off. That forced Blue to move.
Yeah, Demonics had a nice rotate to kind of get some kills, but unfortunately, not enough.
Yeah, Pisa top fragging above and beyond everybody else now, 13-5. Ed the Man has an objective. Somebody give this dude a 5-4 is your score line. Here on Farmhouse. This is the last round of the first half. Hard to believe. This half has blown by in lots of smoke, lots of muzzle flash, and I am very curious to see if our man Pisa can get another lovely frag. He does throw this nice little nade towards the river as he sets up with that ugly 2x Cobra side. He is going to be watching for the far flank and immediately readdress towards Charlie. Jolly gets the first kill actually on Blackhawk though. Reason's able to get on Bravo now. Sloth's going to try to contest it from the top, but does he get support from Kalao? No. Instead, Kalao's going over to support Crystal Buffalo. 4v5. Pisa rotating to a better angle. Jolly getting his second kill of the round. Gets traded out, so that kind of evens it out to a 3v3. Both Sloth and Kalao playing really strong over there on that side of the map. And oh my goodness, Reason gets Kalao. Demonics kills Reason. Pisa kills Sloth. Makes it a 1v2, and our man Demonics, wrong side of the map, but thankfully for him, neither Pisa nor Fadowd are on Bravo. But Demonics can't know that. He's creeping up. Does he hide from Pisa or does he engage? Looks like he's going to engage, but Pisa is ready for it. He sees the head, clips him in the shoulder and doesn't get the kill. Finally rewarded. Takes out Demonics, so 6-4 is your half. Pisa 15-5 here at the half. What can you say about it?
I mean, definitely a close half. Blue coming out with some cheeky stacks, but again, Veritas just kind of holding what they need to. stalemating when they need to, and a lot of close gunfights have kind of gone their way. And,
Agreed.
so far, I mean, if it's true, and if what you say about Insurgent side is true, which I think I tend to agree with you, I think Veritas just had a really good half on security side.
I agree. It would not. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's if it was a flip scoreline, so if you were entering the security side with a 6-4 lead, a 2-round lead, that's still winnable. But if you're going into the security half and you're down 2 rounds, that kind of the odds really don't work in your favor. Especially since I see Jolly with a bolt action, as well as Link playing with the lovely little 7-4. What is that? Is that the MP5? No, it's the MP. I mean, that leads me to believe that we are about to see a very aggressive insurgent side coming up from Veritas. Very tight formation entering the Bravo point. A lot of blue players playing kind of far back on this hill area, though. Yeah. And Fadoud gets the first kill. Peeks up the little riverbank there. Takes out Blackhawk and misses shot on Kalo, actually. Kalo able to trade him out. Makes it a 4v4. But Linker is on the point. Veritas have Bravo control. And, ooh, wow, I say that. Kalo, Demonics, and Crystal all getting kills. That leaves it down to Link and Reason. Oh, make that only Reason. Reason left alone in a 1v4. And he is going to get snipped by Mr. Sloth.
The Reason just stuck on that hill there. Not much he can do. Oh, I'm last alive? Oh, man. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think Veritas wasn't really able to rotate to help Link. They're kind of getting picked off, so.
Yeah,
Who did
I
a
feel
good
like
job of
they committed a little.
Bravo.
Yeah, I feel like Veritas committed a little too early to getting onto the Bravo point. I think they were expecting Blue to be a little more aggressive. And had Blue been aggressive, I think Veritas' position would have worked out. But Blue were playing really passive. They waited until they got a pick or two, and then they went for the Bravo take.
Yeah, unfortunately, Fadoud had a nice angle onto, I believe, Sloth. It was a Blackhawk. One of the two. Unfortunately, that kill on that rush down the bridge didn't go his way, so we were really able to take position of B, around B.
More smokes coming out from the Veritas side. Again, tight formation, but this time a little more presence over on the C side of the Jolly Bear. Lurking over on this A side, just holding passive, trying to make sure nobody gets through. Both Reason and Link making their moves, getting in position, getting ready to take Bravo, but not committing just yet. Blackhawk is going to be the first guy on the objective, though. As Reason gets to pick on the Sloth, Blackhawk now knows that he has an enemy on the... He's kind of lurking around. Does he know? Did he actually hear Link drop below him? I don't think he did. He has to suspect that he's down below, but Blackhawk doesn't seem aware of which direction. He's actually checking 10. He's actually looking towards Canyon side. And now that he hears Reason, too slow though. Reason takes him out as Fadoud, shortly after Fadoud takes out Kalo. And now it's just Demonics and Buffalo left alone in a 2v5. Not a very good situation if you're blue. Demonics is going to force himself onto Charlie right into Pisa, but it's actually Reason Fadoud takes him out, and Reason takes out Buffalo. My goodness, that was a good round from Veritas. They got into the right position at that time. Little more support on Bravo, and they just kind of tidied up on the ends there.
Yeah, that was Veritas just, I mean, as you can see on the map here, ending the round with 3, 1 on B and then 2 off, just kind of locking it down.
Yeah, 7-5 is the score line. Fadoud now breaking double digits in kills with Reason close behind. We talked about Insurgent side being the dominant side. Wouldn't be surprised if now that Veritas have 1 round on the board on this, it would be very interesting to see what ends up going on from here on out. Smoke's coming out from Blackhawk and company. Fadoud's actually, he was right at the edge of smoke. He actually saw Blackhawk and was able to take him out. That opens up the road to Bravo for Veritas. And they still have pre-nades. Doesn't get rewarded with any kill for it, but Kalo running towards A Ridge. Oh, he's going to push the smoke right into Reason's line of sight. Reason gets a kill on a Sloth. Demonics kills Link. Oh, and the nade almost gets him. And Kalo whiffs all his shots, and Reason takes him out. Meanwhile, Demonics gets 2 kills, so that makes it a 2v3. But my goodness, Kayla had a free kill on Reason. Ooh, and Crystal Buffalo finishes it off, but Jolly trades him out. So now it's a 1v2. Our man Demonics on Bravo, but gets picked by Pisa from Charlie. And it's now 8-5 in favor of Veritas. Gotta say, if you are the kind of person who is a Veritas, you love to see it.
Definitely. And again, Chad, sorry I did not turn up my graphics before we started the cast. It's kind of the low I play on. I apologize. We're a little rushed starting, so I guess you will have to bear with me.
Right. Moving forward here, though, with 3 members of Veritas breaking double digits in kills, only 1 member of Blue doing so, and that's their lowest score, which means the least amount of objective presence. Be curious to see what the kind of impact frag KD would be. So impact frags referring to all the frags that are achieved after a team caps a point or before a team just doesn't capture any objective. The whole point of an impact frag would be like a frag that's not traded, like spawned back in. I'd be very curious to see what kind of metric that would show. Ooh, and nades coming out. Sloth killing Fidaled right off the get. It's going to make it a 5v4 in favor of Blue. Blue actually stacking up on the BC side of the map. They're not playing A at all. And this looks like the round that Reason and Jolly are going to push for it. Oh, Reason. He might get across for free. Ling's going to kill on the and Pisa gets a kill on the K-Lao. Reason is on their side, and they don't even know. He takes that Blackhawk for free, and that should alert Crystal Buffalo that something is wrong. Alpha is high. And Demonix gets taken out by Pisa, and it's all left to Crystal Buffalo. He hears Reason coming. He prones out. He doesn't hold the angle. If he would have just held angle. Oh, no, he made a sound. He heard Reason prone, but Reason heard him prone. That's going to draw in the suppressing fire from Pisa. And just like that, oh, sorry, I said Reason. I mean, Jolly was the guy that proned. And Crystal Buffalo, all he needed to do was hold that angle, that little ledge on the bridge. He would have had a free cap on Bravo. Oh, man. 9-5. Since switching halves, Veritas have only lost 1 of the 4 rounds that have been played on this Insurgent half.
Yeah, definitely some insane gun plays here. I mean, trades going all over the place. Veritas having some nice pre-nades. And crossfix kind of at the beginning. A lot of times that's pretty debilitating to Blue. And unfortunately, Reason took advantage of them leaving A open.
Yeah. And it's one of those things where you use those smokes to try to prevent those pre-fires, but when you're Veritas and you just have the hours drilled into these maps that they have, the smokes only help in obscuring the timing. They don't really help prevent bullets. People have to remember that. And as I say that, Fidel gets the first kill of the round, but Blackhawk's able to get onto the point after Demonic snipes out Fidel, and Crystal gets a kill on Reason as Blackhawk kills Link, so this actually looks good for Blue. Pisa and Jolly are left alone at 2v4, and it looks like if Pisa makes a move real quickly off of Charlie, no, he dropped down. If he would have gotten on that ledge, he might have gotten a free pick on Demonics, but that is not going to be the case. Jolly Bear's in an engagement. He gets into a peak with Crystal Buffalo's head glitching that alpha corridor, so now just Pisa left alone in a 1v4, soon to be 1v5. Although Pisa is capable of clutching these situations, the FAL at this range and without the foregrip, I don't know if he's going to be able to, yep, he is going to get sniped, but my big concern was if he would have pushed for Bravo. Blue just had Bravo really locked down that round. It would have been possible for him to actually snap to all those targets with reasonable control. 6-9 though, 6-9. Being your scoreline right now. Oh man, oh, love to see it.
No, so basically right there, I mean, Blue just kind of pushed into Veritas. I mean,
exactly.
That was really good. That was really good job by Blue just to kind of hold exactly where they needed to. I mean, Crystal Buffalo kind of came out with, I believe, 2 kills last round. Yeah, pretty devastating.
He wisely chose to anchor the alpha objective, knowing that Veritas were aggressive the round previous with both Reason and Jolly push. So good call on him holding that lane. We'll see if they're able to find similar success. Looks like we're seeing Sloth is playing so far back in Canyon. Looks like he's just calling out for the cross before that smoke plumes. A little bit of pre-fire coming out from Veritas, but K-Lao getting the kill into Link. That is a good player to frag out. Reason is lurking over here. Exactly. Just a little bit overextended, but Blackhawk is close to Bravo. He is going to be able to get on. Reason, though, taking his shot with the SVD and taking out Crystal Buffalo. Now he should have easy line of sight, but Sloth returns the favor, and Blackhawk holds his own. So now it's a 2v3 in favor of Blue, but Demonix whiffs his shot, and Fidel punishes him for it. Fidel and Pisa stacked up on the C side. They are being aggressive on Bravo right now, but to no avail. Sloth is going to take out Fidel. Bravo is almost capped for Blue. If Pisa can block, he is going to block just in the nick of time, but that should generate a call out. Sloth should be rotating. He's creeping around the 10 side of the map. Blackhawk should have an idea of where Pisa is. He heard the footsteps, and watching Blue, Sloth is creeping around. I think Sloth has a really good idea of where Pisa is, but does he land the shot? That is the question. Is he going to jump crouch? Oh, he made a little noise there. He does see the head. Does not land the shot, though. Pisa takes him out. Now it's up to Blackhawk to finish it off. And the close angle. Oh, Blackhawk saved Blue from the clutches of despair.
Pizza, unfortunately, not noticing the gun model was under his gun. So he could see a little bit. I don't think he quite could catch it in time, though. Unfortunate.
Unfortunate, but man, that was such a nail biter round. Sloth should have had that kill. I think he was a little surprised to see Pisa run around the tree there. I think that just disoriented him just enough.
Yeah, Blackhawk had a lot of clutch kills. I mean, the first kill he had on the B and that finishing kill, great play.
Yeah, moving forward, that round actually, now we're starting to see a little bit of a closing of the gap in terms of frags. You see a couple members of Blue now in the double digits, and look, all of them are actually really close to that. But Veritas still have a comfortable 2-round lead, and they are only 1 round away from match point. Smoke's coming out from Link. Let's see if he can survive the cross pick and the nades this. Lonk, as he is intimately referred to. Lonk. Intimately referred to by members of the... Making his move towards Bravo, known as his birthing place. He is going to be able to get onto the river, but Blue actually get on B first. He's going to creep Kenyon. Wow, he almost missed Kalo coming out of the smoke, but Sloth trades out Jolly. So now it's a 4v4, stalemate on Bravo. And as I say that, Fidel clears it off. Pisa cleans out Demonix. Now it's just 2 Blue members left on Alpha. Fidel is holding the angle. He hears the footsteps of Crystal Buffalo. Crystal Buffalo not able to get any line of sight onto Bravo. The moment he pushes through this little tunnel, he's going to get absolutely rickrolled. Meanwhile, Sloth is trying to make noise over on the A hills, pushing onto Bravo, but Link hears the footsteps coming a mile away, and he has Overwatch from Pisa. Now, he should know that Sloth dropped, but he missed it, and Fidel didn't actually protect his captain. Pisa does trade out eventually, so Veritas still win Bravo, but man, Crystal Buffalo left alone in a 1v3 gets deleted by Pisa. Pisa now looking solid 22-8. That puts Veritas at match point. That was a really solid round coming out from Pisa. I think he got 4 kills that round. 3 kills,
yep.
And all in very, very important situations. Like, he started off on Charlie, he moved up to Bravo, then he moved past Bravo to kill the guy on A or near Alpha. Just great rotation and communication coming out from Pisa and the Veritas squad right now.
Yeah, and for those of you who do not know, these matches are first to 11, and we are doing a best 2 out of 3 tonight. We have 3 maps planned if we need the 3rd one, and that will determine who is the true champion of Division 1 for NA. Veritas only needs one more round here. Blue's really got to come out and try to tie it for the OT.
Again, comfortable smoke coming up from Link, throwing that pre-nade towards the security side of the road. He actually slides across to try to get intel. Almost does get picked by Demonix, but Demonix is now called out, and Sloth kills Fidel. This is a crazy amount of aggression coming out from Blue. 2 players are swarming onto the B point. Reason isn't aware that one might have pushed past the hill. If he turns to his right now, he's going to get a free kill on the street, but he's not going to look. He's not going to look. Instead, he's going to rotate onto the other side as K-Log kills out Pizzo. So now it's a 5v2. Reason has to block Bravo. Bravo is at like 75%. He gets that kill on a K-Log, but his location should be called out by... Or maybe not. Maybe Blue think that he's on the Charlie objective. Doesn't matter. He's making noise. Crystal Buffalo is still on Alpha. So, and as they get on Charlie, it's going to motivate both Reason and Jolly to make a move on to the point. But now Reason knows the objective is hot. He's got to call for help from Jolly. They need to clear this objective super fast. Jolly is going to see the head and take it out. So now it's in a 2v4. This is still not without hope, but Reason does get taken out. That is going to make Jolly's job a lot harder. Some would say impossible. And Blue get another round on the board, 8-10.
Credit to Blue there. even though they're down and they've had, aggression hasn't always worked for them every round. Credit to them for, biting down on the mouthpiece, so to speak, and just going for the aggressive play, and it really paid off for them. A lot of times when teams are behind, I think we've all been victims of it. They don't want to push because, like, oh well, I'm just gonna die. Well, they really took advantage of the strat there, and nice win.
Yeah. Really nice performance coming out from Sloth here on the second half. Some people are a lot more comfortable with one side's weapons versus the other. Sloth really didn't frag that well on the insurgent side, but he's now top fragging here on the security side. Let's see, going forward here, Blue looks like they might be set up for another aggressive B play, but Fadoud looks like has something similar in mind. Shots coming out from Reason with the S, trying to get a pick through the smoke to no avail. Fadoud is going to beat Blue onto the Bravo objective, going to prone out next to the tower. Demonics does kill Pizza, makes it a 5v4, but Sloth and company have to get onto the point. Sloth is on the stairway, though. Does he pre-fire, though? He does hear the gunshots, but does he look at the right angle? No, he's holding the wrong angle. He should have seen the gunfire there. He's trying to wallbang Fadoud, but instead of wallbanging him, gives away his position, and Fadoud gets another kill for free, making it a 2v3 now in favor of Veritas. Crystal Buffalo still holding the alpha objective, leaving his teammate Sloth all alone on Bravo. Jolly lurking on this A ridge, doesn't see the movement until it's almost too late. He actually misses his chance to get a free kill, but now Veritas know there's only one player on Bravo and one player on Alpha. They should have a pretty accurate kill count right now, and Sloth is going to back into his line of sight, get taken out. Crystal Buffalo does kill Jolly, but with Fadoud having line of sight onto Alpha from Bravo and support from Link, this round should be a done duster. Crystal Buffalo cannot afford to just sit back.
Block.
He's got to block Bravo. He's got to be aggressive. If this is the time to man up and sack up and show what you're worth, this is the time. He needs to get on the Bravo point. He's playing a dancing game using sound base, giving away his location. Almost gets taken up by Link from underneath. Pre-fires a little too early, not even sure where he got killed from, and instead gets fragged out. So that is going to be a GG for map number 1, 11-8, being your final scoreline.
Veritas late round nade, only pre-nading where they think they need to, and then saving the rest for, is there a guy on the objective? And Kobe.
Great match actually coming up from both guys. Pizza and Fadoud both dropping 20 plus top fragging respectively. But man, what can you say about? I mean, I like the ideas that Blue had. I really do. I think that if their timing was just a little bit more in sync, I feel like it would have been successful. But Pisa was just anchoring so heavy on the C side of the map, both on security and insurgents. It really opened the door for Veritas's B players to just kind of do what they wanted to.
Yeah, still a pretty close game, I'd say. And I mean, obviously it was a close game, only 3 rounds apart. And then what I do like to see from D1 is even on these underplayed maps, you can tell they practice a lot. So definitely a good understanding of map knowledge. As the scene goes on, I think we're going to see a lot more of these underplayed maps played more, and hopefully make their way into meta so we don't get stuck on the same maps.
Yeah. It was interesting too because I liked how both teams kind of started off playing with the idea of using like bolt actions, but the moment the smokes came out, you saw the SVD come out, you saw the EBRs come out, and for Pisa's case, he really performed with that G3 over on the security side.
Yeah, so that actually opens up the discussion about guns. What do you think are the best meta guns in competitive run? Or security and insurgents?
It kind of depends on, if you're looking at it from like a subjective, field-based perspective or like an objective, versatility perspective. I'd have to say that objectively, I would say that the EBR for the security side in a 5v5, because despite the low ammo count in the magazines, it's really a no-brainer to bring the EBR. It has a fast rate of fire, ton of damage, and most of these maps have tons of lines of sight into the objectives where the long barrel doesn't actually create any sort of problem. For the insurgent side, it's honestly kind of a toss-up at this stage in the game. I still think the FAL is superior to the SVD, but there's no denying that the SVD's range and just like the speed of its shot is just super powerful, and it has very, very little recoil for the power it provides.
Yeah, a lot of people, I think, kind of dislike the FAL in terms of control. I've seen a lot of people have issues controlling it. The FAL is cheaper, though, correct?
You said it's what?
Cheaper?
The FAL is indeed. The FAL is indeed, yes.
I'm acting like I'm not in the game and can't check myself. So basically, we're about to go in on Summit East Map 2. For those of you who are just joining us, Veritas won the first map 11-8. This is the best 2 out of 3. Summit East, for all you Source players out there, loosely based off of Market from Source. Quote and I will get a kick out of that, being Source players ourselves. So we might see a little bit of familiar strats. I mean, the map's changed quite a bit, but...
Yeah, the objective positioning, the old Charlie objective from Market is now the B objective, a little more centric to the spawns in particular are very different versus the Source version of the map. But I'd say that Alpha Charlie, respectively, I kind of like this format. I like this objective layout versus Source Market. You see a lot more play on all of the objectives rather than just the Alpha and Bravo points. But be very curious to see how much of that is done in the opening stages, because a lot of arch action coming on. Looks like Kaylau spotting out the player near Dumpster. A lot of action happening over at Shrine. Crystal Buffalo is going to get killed by Fidel right out the get. Blackhawk's trying to lurk around, but Reason is covering his teammate, takes him out of the game. It's now a 3v5. Kaylau has to get on the point and gets killed out. Now 5v2. Both Demonics and Sloth are so far out of position. Trying these long-range taps with pistols makes no sense. Honestly, Demonics should just dip out. Both players should make a play for Charlie at this point in time. Sloth was already in a decent position to hold mid-street to kind of buy Demonics time to rotate. But it looks like, yeah, Link is going to take him out. And although Sloth gets 1 kill, and that kind of opens the gate to Charlie, Pizza is holding and knows he's coming. So this should be an easy pickup for Pizza. And instead, Sloth actually opts to rotate towards Bravo. Kind of a risky play here. One that Veritas expect. And Veritas, again, 2 for 2 on the pistol rounds. Huh.
Motion blur should not have been on. I might have accidentally turned that on. Sorry, chat. Yeah.
Yeah, if you do the auto settings, it automatically turns it on.
Yeah. Not ever something I ever want on.
Right.
Quite disgusting.
Let's see what sides they opted for. Looks like Veritas are gonna start on.
So
yeah,
for me,
Insurgent?
I like Insurgent side. I think Shrine is super powerful. Control it as well as Apartments. I know a lot of people like to call this Barber or Upper Barber from Source. I hate that personally.
Mm-hmm. I hate it too. I call it Apartments. I'm not gonna lie.
It's changed too much to really use the exact same calls. I think you can use a lot of them. But
I even sometimes call it B-Balk. I'm not gonna lie. Like if they're out on the ledge, I call it B-Balk.
Yeah. But yeah, these 2 power positions I think are a lot better than options to support B than Security has. And then Security kind of has Africa, which I kind of rotate between calling this Africa and other stuff, but I don't think as many options for Security. However,
if you're Security, yeah, I was gonna say Insurgents win Bravo like in a head-on engagement. They have you have the Insurgent Rock, which is behind Shrine. You have Shrine itself. You have the stalls. You have, like you said, Apartments. And the only thing I would say is that Security do kind of win the highway engagement, but that's nullified by the rock holding. And then if you have like 2 players that are flooding Shrine every round, your highway player is useless because they just get surrounded off and cut off from the rest of the map.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool engagements actually in Shrine. I think it's a really interesting lane. The highway on the side, the ruins on Security side.
Ooh, Escudo is in the server, ladies and gentlemen. Escudo is here in the server.
The little brother just went to their big brother and complained they were being bullied. The dynamics of the playground just changed.
Looks like we have a lore coming out now. This is going to be a very spicy round now. Demonics is actually starting with an MP7. And then for the rest of Blue, 4 EBRs. My dudes.
Yeah, I'm going to guess we're going to see one of those EBRs go on the street. We're going to see a lot of those EBRs set up around B. Yeah, I'm actually curious to see where these guys go.
Yeah, and over on Veritas, yeah, Veritas have similar build. 1 SMG with Link with a smoke, and then you have 4 fouls. Love to see. Let's see what Fidel does. It looks like he's the Shrine player for Veritas. A little bit of a slower B play coming up from Veritas. They are playing really safe. Reason opting to run not directly in the line of arches. Pizza does get the first kill of the match. And Fidel making a lot of noise in Shrine. He's just going to hold passive here. Kind of shut off. Ooh, kill Blackhawk. And now Kaylau dancing around the fountain through the smoke. Trying to find the enemies. Not able to see anybody though. And ooh, Demonics with a snipe on Fidel. Okay. I dig. 3v4 though. Veritas have Bravo at 50% capped. Link hears Kayla just running all around. Easy kill for Link. As that happens, Demonic kills Fadal, but Link kills out the Scudo. Makes it a 1v4. Easy lineup. Now it's all left in Demonics. The man with the bolt action. He opted to bring out the pistol. His position is called out. He's trying to get a jiggle peek, trying to see if he can spot ahead, but it is to no avail. He's going to have to move out. Looks like he's just going to kind of forfeit this round. They know exactly where he is. He's bracketed in. He has no hope to get this kill. Link takes him out. Link gets 3 kills on the round playing that Bravo point. Veritas looking strong.
Yeah, one thing to note, if your teammate dies in front of you, do not run where he just died. Not to pick on Blue too much.
I'll say, come on, man, come on. It's only round 1. Come on, man, come on. Man.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think the meta has actually kind of changed on this map. I don't think you see a whole lot of, at least from some teams, because again, we just played a match on Summit East where Five Live was super aggressive on B, but a lot of teams I've seen just kind of set up around it. Utility. So.
Yeah, if I'm being completely honest, if you're on the security side, if you're playing Bravo at the start, your best bet is to kind of play like you see Blue starting off. Play it a little slower, play for the retake. The issue is, I don't think Blue are actively flanking and putting enough pressure on the middle street. There's a second round in a row where Jolly's been able to get clear up to the center, and that's a really powerful angle because it shuts off Connector, as well as denies the Archers player, if the security side has an Archers player, from getting onto B. And in a way, if Jolly is able to get into Connector like he's moving forwards to right now, he can also get free picks on the back of Shrine. And so as Veritas has been getting these kills, it just makes the job so much easier for him. Blue not able to get a single kill that round.
Veritas just playing around Link. I mean, it's just classic Veritas. Everyone set up around Link. Really just covering him really well. Jolly doing work from those apartments. Fadowd owning Shrine. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like, it's a great setup, and honestly, like, if you're gonna play security side, if you're gonna play slow on Bravo, you can't afford to just leave middle. Like, you have to put some sort of pressure somewhere, because if an Insurgent team doesn't feel threatened to Charlie, if they don't feel threatened on the flank, it's just gonna give them all the confidence to just take the powerful angles to cut you off from ever moving. And so what you see is basically Blue, the past 2 rounds, they've just been kind of bracketed in that Arches, shops area. Like, they haven't been able to move on to Bravo cleanly. Like, they're throwing nades at the start of the round, but they're not really going into the places they need to. And Veritas aren't rushing Bravo. They're taking their time and then getting on it. Oh, Reason actually kills Kayla with a grenade impact. That's a feels bad, man. Can we get a clip of that in chat? Appreciate you. Demonics does kill Jolly, though, so but as I say that, Link is going to get on Bravo, bait out a response. Blue are trying to be aggressive this round. Demonics is going to be able to get on a Charlie, but Pizza is just holding it. He killed both the Scudo and Demonics, and now that leaves Sloth all alone in a 1v3. And does he see the person in window? He does not. Fadowd takes him. So Blue, they get 2 kills that round, but this is looking pretty lopsided.
I'm thinking Blue's going to need to hit the flanks. Again, what I do like about this map is AC play is actually, I think, pretty
very
strong,
viable if you're
especially
secure
on security. So I would like to see Blue opt for that, get a strong pick on the street, and if they're going to nade onto B, they need to try to nade to where lower Barber or lower apartments is, behind that wall. They might catch somebody. It is possible to nade over there.
Agreed. And as we're talking about that, we're gonna I want to kind of watch along with I think it's Blackhawk that's playing Shrine. Because he's been really struggling in that lane. Like I said, security actually can get a pretty good time playing highway. If you know the pre-nade that actually blocks off the Insurgent Arch, you can actually get to Van and check middle Shrine before they can actually secure it. So the fact that he's opting to toss his grenade kind of just towards lower Barber, that does get a kill that time, but Reason trades him out with his own frag. So it's kind of like, you never want to do a 1-for-1 trade if you're on the security side.
Crazy frag from Reason. He's in apartments already.
Yep, it was a great throw. Great throw. Demonics does kill Jolly, though, so makes it a 1-man advantage. But Escudo is low on health, as is Kaylau. And Kaylau, although he's on the Bravo point, he's in one of those spots, like, you just kind of have to check it. If you're an Insurgent, you always check that location. Fadal does get rewarded with a kill for it.
Doing work from Shrine. I mean, just totally owning it. Supporting his B player.
And now Reason has all the time in the world. He's kind of cleared out, arches. Like he hears footsteps in connector. Like he's getting so much intel right now while capping the objective. And now Fadal is looking towards there as well. So that's a free kill for Fadal. Now this should motivate Sloth to make a move. I don't like that grenade that gives away his position. And really, the guy in connector would have been able to call if there was somebody there. So, and actually somehow he gets rewarded with a kill. Reason didn't know where the grenade came from and gets traded out. But as I say that, Sloth is now by himself because Pisa decided to move forward and
Fadal had moved away from rocks, so I think that.
Ooh, doesn't matter though.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He goes back, looks at rocks, and Sloth pops out. So again, chat. Sorry, I keep messing with the graphic settings. The Summit East is actually not very optimized. I did turn the shadows back down.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like I said, the only thing that I really see Blue lacking right now is the lack of mid presence. Like, they don't need to be aggressive in mid. They just need to show presence. They need to, like, throw a smoke, or they need to throw a pre-fire. They need to try to do something to make Veritas... Okay, maybe they're changing their focus. Maybe they're changing where they're wanting to go. They don't even have to commit to it. They just have to throw some shots down there. Because Veritas, if they feel like they can have mid for free, that gives them more confidence to play a little looser around the shrine area. Like, you see Fadal feels so comfortable because he's not worried about connector. Like, he has it locked down. Like, Veritas right now don't feel pressure from any lane of the map. Now, as I say that, Escudo is going to opt to throw that smoke down mid, but Veritas know Escudo. They know he likes the gas mask strat, and they are indeed responding by just holding a little more passive. Blackhawk does kill Fadal in Shrine, though. That's a huge kill. This actually sets Blue up pretty well, and Escudo kills Jolly. This is the first time we've had man advantage. Link does trade out, but it's still a 4v3. Link is prone on the dead body of his opponent, and now he's got to kind of secure it. Demonix does throw a pre-fire, not able to land anything, but he does throw a pre-fire, again, trying desperately. Both Blackhawk and Sloth are in Shrine, and Pizzo does take out Escudo. So now it's a 2v2. Crazy trade coming out from Demonix and Link, but Reason one-ups it, makes it to where Sloth is the last man standing, and he is called out. Pizza's gonna call him out. Reason should... Ooh, misses the shot. Sloth takes him out. Now it's a 1v1, and this is actually a very, very edgy round, because now Pizza's gonna go for the trade, and they should be capping these objectives simultaneously.
Yeah, great aggression by Blue. Honestly, I think really what really is set up this round so far is Blue winning Shrine. Taking that away from Surgeons is a big deal. So.
I mean, talk about it. We were literally just talking about it as the round started. Blue needed to give some sort of pressure to Veritas. It didn't matter which lane they chose. They just needed to do some sort of pressure. You can't just allow yourself to be bracketed and spawn like that. Meanwhile, Pizza is going to get that cap on Alpha. He does pull the pin at a pretty good time. Throws a grenade out, just kind of slow them down from rushing A. But Blue, they don't want anything to do with Alpha. They are all booking it towards Bravo. Looks like they're going to go for a Bravo hold. Meanwhile, Veritas want nothing to do with Bravo. They're going to Alpha Charlie. So now we have basically some World War I tactics going on here. Lines in the sand. Demonix being your mid player for Blue. He's the only person that really has any intel for the Blue squad. But Jolly's holding upper C, and this is going to be huge. This kill right here. Oh, and he missed the shot. Escudo takes him out with the EBR, and just like that, Demonix kills Link. Reason kills Escudo, and now you have Blackhawk, who's on Charlie. Doesn't see Reason, though, who's prone up on top of the 10, and now you have 3 Blue players who are on Charlie. F-Dow does kill Sloth. That's a good kill. That's a good start, but there's no way they know that Fadal is on the point still. There's no way they know, or sorry, Kaylau. Now, Kaylau, almost whiffs the shot, but Demonix saves him, so now it's another 1v1. Pizza's going to get on Bravo, but Kaylau, he's going to have Charlie long before Pizza has Bravo. And just like that, that's going to put a 5v1. Blue have time to get to Bravo, and with less, and now that we're in overtime, Blue just has to capture Alpha. They really don't even need to play for Bravo. If they can double cap A, oh, I don't agree with this play. Blue is running from connector to block Bravo, sacrifices his life for no reason. Blue must not have a good count because they just flooded Alpha. It looks like they're going to go for an AC play. But the thing is, with how short they have Alpha, Alpha's just now getting capped at 50%. That's plenty of time for Veritas to get to Charlie. This nade from Sloth. Oh no, it's just kind of a dump nade. It just kind of slows him down. If he gets a kill from that, I would be surprised. He gets 2 kills with it. Oh. Veritas, not aware of the bounce, didn't hear it whatsoever, but they're able to get on Charlie. This is a huge blunder from Blue. They played for a draw when they could have played for the win.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Honestly, Sloth almost had a 3rd nade kill. Reason barely dodged that nade.
That's heart-wrenching. That's the one round that Blue really had it scrappy, and I really thought they had to play. Instead of opting for like a direct AC or
Yeah.
just an AB, I don't know, I guess at the time they weren't aware of the time.
Two main mistakes there, I'd say, is first, if you're going to block B, I don't think one, again, their count could have been off. We don't know what kind of information they had, but Kalo going by himself through connector is
Did not
super
agree with
risky.
that.
Super
Because that's
risky
the
move.
most expected place to look. Besides, obviously, apartments.
And it would have been different if you had another guy hitting from a different angle.
Maybe Shrine, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. Shrine, yeah.
And then letting Veritas get on to C kind of sealed the deal. So.
That it did. Now we have Fadao who's playing back on the Insurgent Rocks. He's actually playing passive. He's not even aggressing in Shrine. And this is the round that Blackhawk chooses to push Highway. Link is so aggressive, though. He's already over the dumpster. He's on security's side of the... Even though the smoke is obscuring his vision from Fountain for the moment that smoke clears, he's going to have a free kill on the Kalo. And actually, Sloth drops right in front of him. Oh my god, Sloth! Oh! He just saw him at the nick of time. Oh, what a feels bad play coming out. He does clear Bravo, but it's a even 4v3 now. And Veritas, they're still in a position. They can actually get on Bravo still. If Reason gets this kill on Shrine, which he hasn't yet. Oh, he did. He's on shoulder. Oh, and he misses his chance. Blackhawk takes him out. 4v2 now. Pizza all alone on Charlie. This is looking very good for Blue. Bravo now 50% cap for them. Jolly has to make a move. He's going to touch the object. Oh, no, he pre-fires first. Gives away his location. That's going to draw in the peaks from Sloth and Blackhawk. Blackhawk now with 3 kills this round. And just like that, Pizza has to make a hero play over in Alpha. Much cleaner round from Blue this time. Pizza does try to bait the objective, but to no avail. He doesn't get rewarded with a kill. He knows where the other player is playing, but with 5 people up, he's going to have he knows he has at least one person coming from his rear. Demonix is going to loop around. Pizza should be sandwiched right here. He is indeed. And Blue get the first round on the board. That was a very clean round from them.
Definitely. I mean, honestly, killing Link on B, that Sloth dropping down.
Oh, and he almost missed him too. Like, my heart kind of stopped when he jumped past him. I was like, oh no. I was like, how does this happen?
Yeah, definitely a crazy play there. Unfortunately, taking out their support players again and their B player. When Blue's able to do that, that's when they're going to have the chance to win these rounds. If they win Shrine, kill the apartments guy, I think that's their key. Or, and I don't think we've seen it yet, a hard AC play.
Yeah, so. I'm honestly not expecting a hard AC play from them. I feel like that with the kind of players they have, I think it makes more sense for them to just put pressure, continue pouring the pressure onto Shrine. They're starting to have success with it now. But as I say that, Link has a molly. And I'm curious as to where he's going to throw this. He has a frag and a molly. This molly, looks like that's a lineup. Yeah, that's a lineup for right at the entryway. He's going to throw the nade. No, he's going to save the nade. Does he throw the nade? No. Okay, he throws the nade. He looks like he's aiming it for that dumpster area. He's going to lob that bad boy. Blackhawk actually gets a nade kill on the Fadao. Makes it a 4v5 for Veritas. And Blue, oh, make that a 4v4. I'm sorry. I spoke too soon, Link. I'm sorry. But it's a 4v4 now. Bravo is hotly contested. No team has a clean control over the objective right now. However, Reason's going to help those odds out by taking out Sloth, but he's almost traded out by Blackhawk. He is traded out by Blackhawk. Link now by himself on Bravo. Demonix was able to get on the point and block it, but all that time, Jolly pushed up mid, and he killed Shrine from that connector. We were talking about it earlier. Escudo, although he's lurking towards Charlie, his movement is a little too slow, and Pizza hasn't left yet. Pizza is right next to Charlie. It's going to be such an easy rotate. Demonix is all by himself, stranded in between both Jolly and Link. Link is going to know that it's stalemated. No, that's going to motivate Jolly to do the peek. Here comes the slow creep. Does he get anticipated? Demonix is going to not get the kill. Wow. Demonix got caught sleeping. ADS in the prone position, and Jolly took him out.
Jolly with a nice peek there, and actually, I'm not even sure if they had the information. Link had left B for a while, and it was lurking around, which gave him some.
And
yeah, X-ray should be on.
Okay, gotcha.
I've toggled it off, maybe accidentally.
It's all good. It's all good.
Been on a lot of the games.
Yeah, and I mean, and
sorry,
we look at
Aaron.
the score.
Deal with it. Deal with it, dude.
Right, and we look at the KDs. Like, there's really not a crazy. Like, there's not one person just out fragging. Like, all of Veritas just have a really tight kill spread. Like, you have 2 9s, 2 7s, and a 4. And that's really not bad. Like,
actually, Blue having 4 objectives to Veritas is 3. So,
yeah,
definitely been where the kills have happened. And
All about those impact frags. And we got nades coming out. Escudo actually gets the first pick on Jolly. Escudo opting to play mid, but Fidel trades out and kills Blackhawk. Fidel, tired of being passive on Shrine, went full aggressive this time. But does he know that Kalau's lurking? Kalao might get a free kill here. He does indeed. Meanwhile, let's look and see. Yeah, Link has gotten on Bravo, and he's right in the center. Nobody has line of sight on him. Sloth, Demonics, Kalao, they're all around Bravo, but nobody's on it. Oh, but the nade comes out. And that makes it a 4v2 in favor of blue. I promise I can count, chat. Reason now, lurking up here in apartments. He and Pisa are kind of over by themselves. Pisa does even the scoreline a little bit. Makes it a 2v3. But Veritas... Oh, Kalo. Why? Why would you do that, Kalu? Why would you do that to Reason? Now Pisa's all by himself at a 1v3. Another kind of a risky A play, and Escudo hears the footsteps coming a mile away. Kind of surprised that Pisa didn't see the door open. That's usually like a big red flag.
Yeah, that was super aggressive by Escudo, hearing the footsteps and going to him. I mean,
yeah, usually don't see that big of a play, but that was, like you said, that was very aggressive. 2-5, a little closer now. Should be 3-5 had blue not choked that forfeit round. That draw.
Yeah, definitely a draw is something they would have liked to have on their side. However, they are on, I would contend, the harder side. So.
Oh no, there's no contention in my opinion. I think this security side, if you're playing Bravo the way they are, security side is definitely the harder side. I mean, even if you play AC dedicated, it's so easy to hold Charlie from different angles. You really have to be good about switching up your Bravo plays and your Charlie plays. And blue are really slow to Shrine this round. This is making me kind of nervous. Both Reason and Fidel doubling up on this side of the map. Fidel just pushing straight forward. He's waiting for the door to open. Not getting rewarded with it just yet, but he hears the footsteps. That's intel. He's going to call that out to Reason. Reason, who is slow stepping his way, highway. Fidel's actually going to open the door and get a free kill on the Kalo. And he's almost getting the second one, but not able to finish it off. And as I say that, though, Sloth trades out Reason. So now Fidel knows he's trapped in between two different players. Blackhawk might survive. No, he is going to go down from the nade. So now it's Pisa as he trades out Demonics. It's a nice little 2v4 in favor of Veritas. Make that a 1v4. Escudo wisely pushing towards Charlie. This is actually a really aggressive play from Veritas. Look at the forward position. They're now aware of the Charlie flank. Jolly is hauling ass back. He should actually hear the footsteps here. Yep, he should hear the footsteps right there. And does he know where to lean? Escudo's going to be more worried about that player. Oh, what an aggressive angle from Escudo. Oh, but he's not able to land the shot. Link captures Bravo and Jolly takes out Escudo. 6-2, your scoreline. And I think we have one more round for half because of the draw round.
The draw.
Man, what that was, again, Veritas had so much free reign to just move up that center street. Even though Escudo was on the far flank, kind of his whole team died at Bravo. And honestly, it's just because they're giving up too much. They're giving up too much map. Like every time they play further back, Veritas have a very easy round. It's been that way this whole game.
Yeah, Escudo got through on that street push. Something blue did do, I don't know if they've done it every round, is they put 2 on Shrine. It just unfortunately was a little bit late, and Veritas won it anyway.
Well, Veritas played 2 on Shrine that round too. That's the first time that Veritas have even put 2 there. And it looks like they're going to do the same thing with Reason and Fidel being that Shrine Highway combo. Reason dumping that nade over towards their side. I don't think he actually saw the cross there, but his nade should blow up enough debris to kind of cover, or at least force Kalo to slow down. But Blackhawk, he actually gets on to Bravo and kills Fidel, who is peeking from Shrine. But Link is going to be able to get on and block the point. He did molly off the rock, but we'll see how long that lasts. There's a kind of a patient play coming out from both teams. 5v4. Veritas aren't out of it. They have good position here. We just need to see how fast they can clear the respective angles. Demonics is actually securing connector this time, not giving up for free. He's actually lurking in Shrine. He doesn't see the head. How does he not see the head? Oh no, that's a huge blunder. Demonics did not see Reason peeking through that. And that might actually cost them this round because they're going to call that it's clear. Jolly's going to get a kill on a Sloth. And now Reason knows that there's a flank. And Link is going to be able to scoot himself forward. Kalu does trade out and kill Jolly. But Reason is still up there and he's going to kill him in return. So now Demonics is up on the rock, trying to give support for Blackhawk. They still haven't found Link.
Link can go for this wall, but he's got to know where he's at now. He has to know where Blackhawk is.
Demonics, though, he should have heard that EBR. He is checking everything. Oh, he missed the shot. There we go. There's that B cap. And as that happens, Pisa pushes on to Escudo. And at your half, it is 3-6. Man, that round right there, that there was so much tension there around that Bravo point. I honestly, that round could have been solidified a lot sooner had Demonics spotted Reason's head in that shrine window. But honestly, the fact they still got the round, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, because if you saw, I forgot who Reason killed. The blue player was reloading just kind of around the
Kalu.
corner. Yeah, Kalu's reloading around Shrine after his attempted wall bang. So I think he may have completely thought he was safe.
Yeah. Going into this half, though, I mean, here's the thing. If the scoreline was 4-6, I would say this is winnable for blue. But the 3-6, I don't know if that's particularly winnable. I expect Veritas to have a heavy street presence on security. If they don't, I would be shocked. And look at that. 3 players playing at least towards that center area. Pisa's going to be... Looks like he's kind of that dedicated C player on both sides. Meanwhile, both Fadowd and Link making moves to Bravo from the Shrine side of the map. Nade's going out, but Kalu wasting no time. He's actually really aggressive on Dumpster.
Ooh.
Pays for it with his life. Link, with the timing, is able to take him out. But Blackhawk is aware of it and is now... Ooh, no. You don't want to be in this situation. He's doing a spin around with a grenade here. Fadowd, meanwhile, has killed Sloth. And although that nade does drop, he doesn't get rewarded with a kill for it. He somehow manages to kill Fadowd, but he should be traded out here momentarily. He is not, though. Reason not able to land his shots. Demonics is able to block Bravo. So now it's kind of a stalemate in a 3v4. But I would definitely favor Veritas in this situation. They have much more longer lines of sight, and as I say, that Reason kills Demonics. So now it's a 2v4, and Blackhawk, he pretty much needs to just play for read peaks, because, yeah, exactly. Reason's just having a field day in that window. Really no contest whatsoever. Escudo does kill Jolly, but at this point, Bravo's going to get capped, and it's a 1v5. Instantly, it's going to generate pressure onto Charlie. Pisa's going to put that pressure and just kind of loop back and support the alpha push. And now that Escudo knows he has a bunch of teammates or enemies coming towards him, he's again playing a really aggressive angle, trying to play as mobile as possible around the objective. But it's just too many angles to keep track of, and Reason takes him out as well. Reason getting a 4K on the round. And
yeah, Veritas, basically, I think blue is not able to stop. Security's aggression on B should be pretty semi-easy to stop from Shrine. Link was able to just kind of run under rocks and get that early kill on the beat that really threw blue off.
Yeah. And it's just crazy to think about because, like, Link was on, like, Kalo was watching the objective. Like, he was actually watching the rocks when he initially got to Dumpster. And as he turned away, that's when Link hopped up on, and Link was already kind of ADS and looking in that general area and just ended up catching his head as he moved back. Ooh, okay. Blue this time. I'm seeing 4 players swarming towards that Bravo objective. Sloth, it looks like, is trying to get that pick on Reason. He's looking at that window. That is a long angle to take, though. And Reason still... Or, sorry, Link, rather, gets the first kill, taking out Kalu. Blackhawk trades it out with a nade, but... This is a weird-looking round. Piso's actually pushing the Charlie, and Scudo kills him out. Veritas did not go for Bravo at the start, actually. They've kind of conceded the point, and now Blue have a lot of free territory to play with, and they really haven't overextended. Sloth is still playing really passive, holding that window, waiting for Reason to peek out, and he's not being rewarded with it yet, but Link with that nade kill should generate some sort of rotation. Blackhawk, though, does he see the head? He does indeed. That should bait out the peek from Reason, and Sloth is waiting for it. Great patience coming from Sloth. And Veritas, they made the same mistake Blue made all last half. They played really passive on the security side, with the exception of Scudo getting 2 kills on Charlie, with the exception of Pisa, who pushed Charlie at the beginning of the map, or at the beginning of the round. Veritas played a very, very passive security side. You really can't do that if your stack is on Bravo. Like, they had a Reason in the window, which is great, but the moment they lost Fadowd to the nade, they just didn't push for Shrine. They didn't try to contest that. And it's kind of, I don't know, like,
Yeah,
I feel like Veritas just played that wrong from the start.
Yeah, unfortunately, Link was able to get the first kill of the round. They just weren't able to capitalize. So, see what happens here. Link again, I mean, Link's been really playing pretty well the last few rounds. So is Fadowd. Very dominant in the lanes they've been playing. So
Yeah.
and Link's going to get the early kill on the B again.
Right, that's what I'm kind of looking for right here. I mean, he did get a late nade kill the previous round. He's using his nade early this round. So it looks like they are not making the same mistake. Pisa's actually over on Shrine, and Pisa gets rewarded with a nade kill on the highway. So now it's going to motivate Blue to push on to B, but look at Veritas. 3 players on the Shrine/Rock section of the map. This is going to be quite the retake. The moment these smokes clear, they're going to be able to swarm this Bravo point. Link is able to slide onto the objective. He's going to throw a nice little pre-fire. Fadowd kills Kalu with the nade, so now it's a 3v5. Make that a 2v5. Reason not getting killed from that spot again is able to kill Demonics. Make that a 1v5. It's now all up to Escudo again, and he has to make the hero play to A now.
So we saw 3 players, right, push Shrine, and we're actually around the area. Reason, a 4th gun, was in Lower Africa office.
Oh, Escudo! How does Escudo hit that shot? Jolly was holding the crack and had the first shot, but somehow whiffed it. It doesn't matter, though, because Reason was there to trade, but my goodness, that snap from Escudo. Oh, yeah. Man, I don't know if you're watching, but oh, that was dirty.
Yeah, I missed it a little bit. Escudo definitely main fragger. However, Veritas, basically, their whole strat was, we're gonna take Shrine. I mean, they had 4 players dedicated to looking at the Shrine guys. 3 on,
and it paid out.
1 off. Nuts.
It was fantastic coverage, and honestly, like the pre-fire from Link to distract from the nade coming from Fadowd, like that was just beautiful all around. The lineup was good too, really easy bank, and now the scoreline being 8-4. Man, I don't see Veritas choking this away. I mean, anything is possible, but with their B presence and with how, yeah, look at how aggressive they're being again. Looks like both Fadowd and Pisa making moves towards the Shrine. They're going to get in deep real quick. Reason is covering the street. Kalu and Pisa kind of get kills apiece. Makes it a 4v4. B objective is for Blue, but Kalu over-aggressing. He's playing on the security side of Bravo. Oh, no. And I think, nope, Reason didn't hear those footsteps. Reason was moving away, but I think Link is aware of it. Yeah, Link actually saw him and killed him off. So now there's no Blue player on the Bravo point. They have no intel whether or not Veritas are on the objective, and now they have to play a retake game, and Escudo is left all alone at Charlie. This is a 3v4, and I don't think it's winnable. Sloth still has a bolt action. Although Demonics is able to get a kill on a Pisa, Link is still just chilling on a Bravo point with coverage from Reason. And now that Demonics is blocking the objective, that's going to motivate Reason to kind of slow clear. That way Link can get some intel. And honestly, Jolly can just keep chilling at Alpha. They know they have main advantage, and there it is. There's the move from Escudo. Escudo's throwing some pre-fires out. He does kill Jolly, which kind of makes us a little spicy. Oh, Reason's actually going to... Nope. Okay, I was about to say, does he play for Bravo or does he play for Alpha? Looks like they're going to play for Bravo. Link now opting to get a little aggressive. Right as Demonics reloads, though, Reason's going to kill him off. So now, with Escudo capping Alpha like he is, Link and Reason are going to make the BC play. So this will kind of play in their favor because this will split the Insurgent spawn. Half will try to go for Bravo, half will go to Charlie. And no matter how they play it, Escudo is going to be the lone man out because both Reason and Link should be aware of his presence. So Escudo, let's see if he opts for the spawn kill. No, he's going to rotate towards Bravo. Reason looking to draw some sort of attention, but all of Blue are rushing to Bravo. This is not the play. Link is going to have plenty of time to dip the fuck out of Bravo, and he's going to hold nice and steady near Fountain. Decides to be re-aggressive for some reason, but in this 5v5, I actually favor Veritas. They have C partially capped, so they're kind of saving that. Link does kill Kalu off the bat, though, and Reason comes just in the nick of time in Apartments to kill. But Escudo and Blackhawk trade out with kills of their own. It's a 3v2 in favor of Blue, but time's running out. Time is running out, and Fadowd, he knows that Charlie was capped for them. He's actually going to just get right back on Charlie. Blackhawk's able to get onto Bravo, but Link is still alive. He can keep this Bravo cap from happening, and Fadowd's over on Charlie, uncontested. We're in overtime right now, so all Link has to do is kill both Blackhawk and Demonics, and the round is basically Veritas's. He's now going to get on and check. He knows there's still a player Shrine. He's hoping to bait out the peak before time runs out. But with 5 Veritas players now back on the map, this puts Escudo. He's all kind of trapped by himself. He has to guard Alpha with his life. 30 seconds is plenty of time to cap. Escudo misses his shots. Oh, no, it's a feels bad. It's a feels bad. Berenstein Bears for Blue. Oh, and Reason gets the kill as well. Veritas playing the map positioning to perfection in the mid to late round there. Scoreline is now 9-4 in their favor.
Yeah, Veritas, I mean, is almost unmatched in late round play. I mean, all of those guys have been together for a long time. They've been in these situations, and they just know exactly where they need to go at all times.
And not even just that, they're being really choosy when they get their frags. Like they didn't really try to get the kills prior to Escudo capturing Alpha. It wasn't until after that cap happened and they were for sure that there was still somebody like holding the Alpha point. Then they decided to get the get the recap on Charlie, get the kills on Bravo, and it paid off for them. Those impacts are so crucial in matchups like this. Every kill you get without allowing a cap is the most meaningful kind of kill you can get. Oh, and Reason spoofs on the nade right there. Feels bad, man. But meanwhile, Veritas have 3 players on the shrine. And Kalu, he is flashed, but he loves this dumpster spot. Demonics actually wins that little engagement for him. Sloth wins his engagement as well. It's now a 5v3. This is going to force Reason to push up the center street, which this is actually the one round they're not actually covering it. But Demonics, he should hear those footsteps. He does indeed. Escudo is going to kill him. And so now you have Fadad and Jolly left alone in a 2v5. And, make that a... They trade out and get kills, so make that a 2v3. Demonic's going to rotate back to Charlie, try to block. Fadal's making noise over here. Or not making noise, rather, but kind of lurking. Blue really falling asleep at the wheel here. There we go. There's a Bravo cap. Get that 5-man back up. And he actually caps it a split hair too early. Jolly kills our boy Escudo right before the cap. So now, although it's a 4v1, he has a good angle here. Does he get wall banged through the wall? He doesn't have Charlie capped enough to actually just hold this. Oh, he's spraying and he whiffs it out. So Blue are still alive, 5-9, but that honestly was just kind of like due to missed shots. Like, had Veritas not lost the highway player like they did, because I believe they got picked from apps. I believe that's how they lost their B control. Had that not happened, Veritas were really poised to win that Bravo point.
Yeah, and again, it's Veritas' match to lose. I mean, 9-5. Remember, we had the draw in there, so.
So there's no potential for a 10-10. It'll be a 10-9 or an 11-9 at the close. Man, both Reason and Fadal, 17 kills apiece, followed close behind by Mr. Long himself with a 50. Long showing off his B game in this particular map. 4 objective cap, most of those Bravo, if not all. Again, Fadal getting aggressive in the Shrine window, but Demonics takes him out again. That's 2 rounds in a row. Demonics has won that Shrine engagement for Blue from Apartments. It's going to motivate Pisa to get onto Bravo and block it. Link is kind of supporting from Rock, but he's very aware of the Shrine presence, and he doesn't want to be too aggressive. He just heard the lean, though. That should motivate Pisa to watch the window. He does indeed, but he whiffs he doesn't actually take the shot. Blackhawk takes him out. So now Link has to make some sort of miracle play right now. He is going to stalemate Bravo, but he for sure knows that there's an enemy in that window. Escudo, though, kills Jolly on that flank, and now both Escudo and Sloth are going to flank towards Alpha. Link gets a kill, but it's traded out immediately, so now it's all up to Reason. He's in a 1v4. This is winnable, but not very likely. He's going to prone. That sound cue is going to give away his location. Yeah, Kalo should know where he is, but no, he does not. He suspects he's actually on the little box, and oh, Kalo, he chokes on the shot. Reason takes him out, but he has a long way to decap Bravo, and Demonics is swooping in with the slow peek. He actually gets the kill as well. Blue, even on the score, even closer, 6-9. I mean, what?
Yeah, I mean, hey.
Hey.
My pants just got tighter. No, anyways, I'm actually gonna follow Demonic. He's actually had some really nice picks early on.
Yeah, honestly, and actually, I don't think Blue were playing Apartments until Demonics went up there. I think he was playing like lower Barber, perhaps. The moment he switched to apps, it just feels like the B control is getting a lot easier for the Blue team, because they've been doing a good job of contesting Shrine, getting a body in there. It's just been a matter of their trades around the connector area, and that presence or that pressure on Shrine from apps is just really helping them out. Let's see if Reason can land this nade successfully this round. He isn't even going to try. He's actually going to just immediately crouch, lean out the window, staring at the Bravo objective, doesn't see anything. Now he pulls out the nade, is going to lob it towards that Insurgent dumpster area. Meanwhile, Blackhawk dances around Shrine, but Reason spots him out the window, saves Fadal, and now it's a 5v4 with Kalu not even on the objective. Although Demonics is stacked up here, he's going to get killed by Fadal, who now has free reign to kind of peek from Shrine. So now, oh, in this 5v3, ah, there we go. Jolly gets that kill, wins it out, and just like that, you're at match point now. 10-6. with Reason hitting 20 and Veritas looking like they're gonna win this series 2-0.
Yeah, and again, there's still a chance, but blue I don't believe can lose anymore because of the draw.
That is correct. And it's also, I mean, they're on match point, so it's like at this point, like blue, I don't even. It's not even winnable at this point because of the draw
Oh,
round.
you're right.
Even
You're right.
if blue like get to the 9, that draw round throws it out in their favor. Like the game's pretty much already over. This match point round would merely be a formality at this point.
Yeah, I
Unless
think.
the server config has changed.
Yeah, that actually may be something NWI needs to maybe look at these certain situations. The outcome's already determined.
Yeah. Ooh, and pre-fire coming out from Link doesn't land anything. No kills yet. Lots of nades going on, though. Jolly and Fidel finally get their 2 kills. Makes it a 3v5. This already looks grim for Blue. Demonix is all left alone here on the Insurgent Rock. Doesn't really have any good line of sight. Same with Kalu. Kalu doesn't really have any intel. Doesn't know where Link is. Link could be... Yeah, Pisa's going to take him out. So now it's a 2v5. Demonix is on the flank on Highway, and he gets wrecked by Fidel. And now Sloth is by himself in a 1v5. So the formality didn't even really need to be... It's going to be represented here. We're going to have an 11-6 here. And unless Sloth can pull on some sort of god tier movement here, this should be a GG right into Jolly's loving arms. Jolly somehow whiffs the shot. Sloth is able to get on Alpha. Jolly, not going to let you live that one down, my friend. Jolly Bear going down to Sloth.
Clip my son whiffing, please.
Now we have Veritas with their 5-man back up, though. They are going to capture Bravo. They are just going to swarm Charlie. And Jolly looking to redeem himself, making a beeline for Alpha. He is going to make noise, though. That should show... Yeah, Sloth is going to turn. He is going to accurately look in the right direction, but Link stealing Jolly's redemption and securing the game for Veritas. GG's in the chat. Veritas are your winners with a 2-0 map count.
Reason and Fidel both dropping 20 kills. Link close behind with 18. I mean, Veritas really supporting B well, supporting their team well. Late round play was insane. Fidel just owning Shrine. I mean, it really made it hard for Blue. However, Blue did fight back valiantly, had a lot of cool, interesting plays. Again, it is Veritas. Veritas is definitely the better team. They are.
You could say it. They're the most experienced team.
They're the most
You can say
experienced
that.
team. Yeah, the most experienced team. They are the team to beat. However, I think teams are starting to finally, at least at the D1 level, starting to catch the meta, starting to creep up on their heels. So we'll see what happens. Again, we have the World Cup coming up May 4th. So I mean, that's something we're gonna see how Veritas, if they can continue their dominance.
Be very interesting to see that fire and maneuver matchup versus Veritas. I'd be very, very curious to see that matchup. We know that we have a lot of discussion in the pug rooms about EU versus NA, and this World Cup is gonna the time to prove it. Again, great showing from Blue though, especially on the first map. You could tell that it was their pick. They had some very good ideas. It's just that Veritas had the better communication, and I really think that there is a level of trust that Veritas had with their teammates to cover them. Because like you mentioned in the first map about their minimalistic approach, like they want to do as little as possible to achieve the win. You can do that when you have teammates that you trust to cover you. It felt like Blue were really flicky, didn't really have that same sort of iron set coverage that Veritas had. And that just comes with chemistry and time. Blue definitely put on a good show, and honestly, I'm looking forward to see what they do next season.
Definitely, yeah. Blue again. Blue has definitely performed very well this season. Definitely better than I think a lot of people thought they would. They've asserted dominance, and they're going to be a team to watch for sure. So, again, thank you guys for joining, and by popular request, we will close out the stream with a song. I saw it in chat.